Hello everybody and welcome to a video at Teamsport, but wait, this isn't Birmingham. Where are we? Stoke! Why are we at Teamsport Stoke? So after about a month of waiting to get to Teamsport Birmingham, we finally got there. Only for them to call us and tell us to turn around as soon as we pulled off the motorway. So instead we went to Stoke so that we didn't waste a 2-hour drive all for nothing. And it's safe to say, it was bloody well worth it.
Holy shit! Oh my god. Holy crap! What the fuck?
Because some of the marshals are absolutely legends, they let me and Cam do an extra session on our own on Speed 4, which is usually only for members' nights. After realising that electric carts are absolutely insane, just in the instant torque and the amount of grip on this track, it was just crazy trying to figure out the track on these first few laps. I do speak a lot throughout all this footage. I won't show it all to you, so don't worry about it, but yeah, this top section was really grippy and this bottom one's sort of like what I'm used to with Bristol. It was a lot low traction, very slippy, you had to be kind of careful, but they had this grip tape, that blue stuff and all the red bits, and it helps you out so much just running wide, and you can get the cart turned in ready for the hairpin. You can just basically take the entirety of this track flat out, apart from the down ramp hairpin. Like, I figured out in the third session that you can take that first hairpin flat and manage to neaten up all these lines. You can keep it all the way flat down here. This is the only place you need to brake on the hairpin, and then the rest of it is just lifting off or just taking flat. So the bottom section, it was very difficult because of the Speed 4 and instant torque and the electric carts. This hairpin was causing a bit of grief because you're completely flying around and then you need to slow down the cart and get it turned in all at the same time. So it took a little bit of getting used to, but this top section was just so fun to try and actually get a competitive lap time out of. So yeah, this session was basically just me and Cam hot lapping, trying to figure out the track. Obviously Speed 4, so it's going to be a lot quicker than the times that we set throughout the rest of the other two sessions, which was Speed 3, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just cut to the fastest lap from the session to show how I actually managed to get on after figuring out the track, but these first few laps were just trying to see what the track was actually capable of.
Yeah, you're good.
You all good? Perfect.
Oh. Hey, I'm knackered.
I said I should be getting straight back out.
Yeah. It's hard work on your arms, going around all those grippy corners.
Yeah. What did you think?
Oh, it was so quick. It was good.
Press your... Oh yeah, you've done it.
Yeah.
So we're in our second session of our back-to-back sessions. This session had 9 people in total, quite a lot slower drivers. There was a decent pace gap between me, Cam and everyone else. So we've got our lights test here now. The guy decides to stop on the up ramp, which is interesting to say the least. There was definitely some questionable driving in this session, but you know, you're always going to get that rental kart in. So first session we set a decent lap time on Speed 4, it was a 33.3. So I think that's pretty good for the first time, not really, well, never doing the track before. Being used to petrol carts and low traction as well, so it's a completely different skill set that you need. So yeah, this session was on Speed 3. The problem that I had throughout the entire day basically is I didn't actually know which button the boost button was, so I was kind of pressing all 3 buttons which weren't the boost button, and I wasn't hitting the boost button at all. So yeah, just one of the issues with not being in electric cars before. You can see these cars, they're a little bit different because of the steering wheels. You can see they got a screen. And the screen's actually really useful because it tells you A, how many boost tokens you've got, which, funny enough for me, never went down because I never used the boost. It tells you your best lap, your last lap, and it's also got a little leaderboard on the bottom so you can see the top three and the gaps in between. So I was always, well, I wasn't always, but whenever I had time on like the upstairs section, I would always look down to see what the gap is, how everyone else is doing. Yeah, there was a few difficulties with back markers, but nothing out of the ordinary. There was no crashes really, just a little bit of bumping. So yeah.
It's on the floor again.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Enjoy your break.
Huh?
And reflect on your mistakes.
Mate, I'm so hot. That's so physical.
Hey guys, make your way back to the bar. Enjoy a bit of break before we get up in a second.
Cheers for that.
That's alright, you enjoying it?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we were able to get you out, got to
Yeah.
that what
My god.
Marshall, right? So I accidentally hit the barrier because,
Yeah.
you know, I've never been here before. And then she
Barrier.
fucking shouts at me for hitting the barrier.
Yeah, no, she did seem a bit strict about it, but
Not too much to shout home about on that second session. Just put together all the overtakes. We actually did a bit of fighting. We ended on a 34-1 that session, so we're about 8/10 off our session 1 time on speed 4, so it's not too bad. Obviously, we're in a session now with some other people on track, so we're going to get stuck behind traffic, like this guy, for example. Perfect example ahead. But yeah, we're starting behind Cam in this session, so we're hoping we can actually get a little bit of clean racing going on. Obviously, this is a new track for both of us, so it was interesting seeing how we both fared against trying to get a competitive time on the board, so it was quite interesting. We got a little bit of a battle going on here. We're just both trying to get past his back marker, who's slowing us both up. You can see he's just going a bit wide, scrubbing on his speed. So I'm just waiting for Cam to kind of make a move like this, but Guy defends it off quite well and don't want to be too aggressive. If I wasn't being aggressive, I could just send a dive bomb like I usually would at Bristol, but yeah, we're just being a bit sensible, trying to find our time, wait for Cam to try and make the move. He goes a little bit deep into the hairpin, Cam's now alongside a little bit. The Marshal was given some funny looks at the guy who's a little bit slower. The Marshal was a little bit strict with decisions all kind of day. That Marcus slows us both up, comes and gets back on the inside, so we go side by side. Cam moves over a little bit, just trying to defend it, back off, because we know there's just going to be an absolute airplane crash if we try anything stupid in there. Finally alongside the Bat Marker, so he's having to get a little bit wide, so we should just nip it down the inside, get past. And that was just about following Cam, so yeah, hopefully we can catch up and try and go for an overtake, and we'll see what happens in a little bit. A couple laps later on now, we're still behind Cam. There's another back marker ahead, so Cam's trying to get their way past, and we're also just trying to follow through. Cam does a switch back, we get alongside. I don't think they're quite on throttle, we give a little bit of a bump. Nothing too serious there, and they send dive on from absolutely miles out. The move definitely was not on, so started me a little bit, and now we've dropped a little bit further back to Cam, so we've just got to try and catch up again. A couple of laps later, we're still behind Cam. One thing I've noticed from these couple of laps behind Cam, it is really difficult to get an overtake done. Sort of similar to Bristol, like when there's such a small pace difference, it's really difficult to find anywhere to try and get past, because all these corners are fast flowing. And like, at least with a petrol cart, you can kind of have a little bit more straight line speed maybe than another cart, but because these are electric, you can definitely tell when it's on speed 3 that you get bogged down in the straight. We get called into the pits here, so just have a listen to what the Marshal says.
Sorry.
Yep.
You're not in trouble. It's just there's a bit of barrier contact.
Yep.
I know it's difficult, just try not to, okay? That's it, you're all good.
If you're thinking to yourself, what barrier contact? It's this exact moment right here. See, I think that call was a little bit harsh, considering in the previous 2 sessions I definitely hit the wall a lot harder than that. I mean, it's on the inside of the hairpin. Like, if you want to try and set a decent lap time, you're bound to clip the inside, because you're trying to make the track as wide as possible. So yeah, that basically just set me a lap behind where I was from Cam. So actually mussed me a little bit, because it put me into a bit of free air. So we get our fastest lap of the session in a couple laps time, so I'll skip forward to that.
I think you must hit the barrier. You have to get stuck in that. Do you know what?
Did you get black flag when you were
Yeah.
That's why I had a choice, like, to
Yeah, I got black flags for clipping the barrier on the inside of the hairpin, the quickest corner. It was either the right hander or the hairpin, but I got black flag for that.